Before matter takes shape, before anything exists, there is a field of pure possibility. Quantum physics calls it the quantum vacuum. Spiritual traditions call it the source, the creator, the oneness. No matter the name, we are all connected to it. We are not separate beings. We are expressions of the same field, made of the same atoms, vibrating inside the same ocean of energy. And this realization changes everything. Because if everything is connected, what you think matters. What you feel matters. What you focused on becomes part of your reality. Quantum physics shows that particles remain in a state of probability until something interacts with them. This is called the collapse of the wave function. Before collapse, infinite possibilities exist. After collapse, only one becomes real. Now think about this in your daily life. Your thoughts are like the observer. Your focus collapses possibilities into a single path. If you constantly think about fear, problems, or negativity, you collapse your life into those outcomes. Not because you are wrong, but because your mind is powerful. Your attention gives shape to what becomes real. But the opposite is also true. When you choose to think about solutions instead of problems, when you focus on gratitude instead of fear, when you imagine a better version of your life, you'll collapse your reality into something higher, lighter, more aligned with who you truly are. This is co-creation, not magic, not fantasy, but the natural result of being part of a universe where everything is vibration. Because yes, everything vibrates. Nothing is still. Atoms move. Energy flows. Waves rise and fall. Even your heart proves this. If your heartbeat stops, life ends. Life exists because of movement, rhythm, vibration, and since you are made of the same atomic structure as everything, plants, animals, the earth, the stars, your vibration matters deeply. We humans vibrate emotionally. Every emotion is a frequency. When you vibrate in shame, guilt, fear, anger, or hatred, your energy becomes low and heavy. In this state, the world feels darker, smaller, more painful. Your health suffers, anxiety grows, and depression finds space to live. Not because you are weak, but because your frequency is being pulled downward. But when you rise into higher emotional states, acceptance, willingness, courage, reason, joy, peace, love, the entire vibration changes. You feel lighter. You think clearer. You attract better experiences, people, opportunities. You become a magnet for abundance, harmony, and well-being. When you live in higher vibration, something beautiful happens. You naturally want to help others. You feel compassion. You feel connection. You feel the truth that the ancient masters tried to teach us. We are one. Buddha taught this. Lao Tzu taught this. Jesus taught this in every word, parable, and act of love. They all said the same thing. We are not separate. There is no other. There are no enemies. There are only parts of ourselves we have not yet learned to love. When we forget this, we create division. We see others as threats, problems, or obstacles. And from that illusion, harm becomes possible. Violence, hate, destruction. But when we remember the truth that everyone is made of the same atoms, the same light, the same consciousness, we see with new eyes. We understand that hurting someone else is hurting ourselves. We understand that supporting others is supporting the whole. We understand that the Creator lives in all of us. So how do we raise our vibration? How do we align our thoughts with the kind of reality we want to collapse into existence? It starts with something simple. Become aware of your mind. Everything begins in the mind. Every action, choice, mistake, and success starts as a thought. If we don't observe our thoughts, we get pulled by them. We take actions we regret. We say things we don't mean. We lower our frequency without noticing. But the moment we observe the mind, the moment we pause and ask, why am I thinking this? Everything changes. Awareness is the switch. It is the light that dissolves darkness. When you become aware, you start choosing thoughts that serve your growth. You start choosing emotions that lift your vibration. You start choosing actions that align you with the person you want to be. You don't need perfection. You don't need to pretend to be happy all the time. You simply need to stay awake, conscious, and connected to the truth of who you are. You are not a victim of life. You are a co-creator. You are not separate from the universe. You are an expression of it. You are not small or powerless. You are a wave inside a cosmic ocean. Unique, meaningful, connected to all that exists. And every moment is a chance to shift your vibration, to collapse a new reality, to rewrite your story. So today, ask yourself, what am I thinking? What am I vibrating? What am I sending into the field that connects all things? Because the universe responds not to your words, but to your frequency. And when you choose higher vibration, love, peace, joy, gratitude, you align yourself with the natural flow of creation. You become a mirror of the Creator. You become a source of light for others. You become the reason someone else remembers they are made of stars. So let's rise. Let's create consciously. Let's think with awareness. Let's vibrate with intention. Let's live as the co-creators we were always meant to be. Remember, the universe is not outside you. It is within you. And it is listening. Like, subscribe, and share to raise the frequency of the world. Together, we are one.